Hey, good afternoon, folks. This is Gray Eagle in Florida. I told you I'd have another one for you. And this is the top 11 prophetic news stories of 2011. And date is Wednesday, February 8th, 2012, from Pinellas County, Florida. What we do this every year. In fact, I have been doing it since I think 2007 or 2008, is listing the top prophetic news stories of the previous year. We count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, and so on and so forth. But we do a little trick to it. We put the number of prophetic news stories that we put up corresponds to the year that it is. For instance, top 11 is for the year 2011, and I think we started in 2007 or 8. But we had in 2008 we had the top 8 prophetic news stories of 2008, and so on and so forth. And this year, if it's 2012, if we get to do it, we'll do 12 of them. I don't know if we'll continue that and beyond that or not, but we might just go back to doing top 10. Anyway, number 11, top prophetic news story of 2011 is Kim Kardashian's wedding. Now, who'd ever thunk Kim Kardashian would have fulfilled prophecy? Well, it's Matthew 24:38. So, number 10 is that. Now, this is a big one. The Pentagon's really upset over this one. Number 10 is the Iranian shoot down or hacking and bring down or takedown or whatever it was of a U.S. drone. And this is reminiscent, of course, of Ezekiel 38:39 and wars and rumors of, and probably some others. All right, number 9 is inflation. And the article is the alarming rise in global food prices. Revelation 6:6 tells us about that. And we've had that all over the world, really. It wasn't just the Middle East, but it was. The cost of food did start some riots around the world. Now, counting down to number 8 is the apostasy that we know is happening in the world today. Now, this one is oddly enough comes from a so-called Christian, Rick Warren. He started this nonsense called chiseling. Matter of fact, I had to withdraw from my church because my pastor got too heavily involved with this Rick Warren and purpose-driven church nonsense. I told him it was New Age, he should drop it. And until he does, I told him I'm not going to be in church anymore. Now that's 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Rick Warren invents chiseling. Well, that's what I call it. It's actually called chrislam. Number 7. This is Iranian threats to close the Strait of Hormuz. Ezekiel 38:39. Wars and rumors of, and so on and so forth. Number 6 is the worldwide wicked weather. Now, we had especially the tornadoes in Alabama and Missouri. And Missouri also was pounded last year with biblical proportion floods, which of course is the sign of Noah. It also fulfills Luke 21:25. And moving right along, Iranian nuclear weapons story. Ezekiel 38 and 39. Now, number 4 is a pretty big one. It's the overturn of the Middle East governments, especially Libya and Egypt, out of Zechariah 12:3. The reason that these governments are being overturned is so that the countries that surround Israel can have their governments can be replaced with an extremist radical anti-Israel government, and that's the reason for that. But it fulfills Zechariah 12:3 and others. Number 3 is the MF Global story, and you can read about that in John 9:4. Number 2, Israel-Palestinian peace talks failure. Of course, that's the troublesome, burdensome stone prophecy, rather, and others. Now, number 1, top prophetic news story of 2011 was on March 11th. The mega earthquake, tsunami, and nuclear disaster in Japan fulfills at least Matthew 24:7, Luke 21:25, Revelation 8 and 11. Wow. That was a... we started out in 2011 with that in March. What a rip-roaring prophecy-fulfilling year 2011 was. I wonder what 2012 will be like. Well, stay tuned to this channel and we'll find out together. But it all points to one thing. Just like he said, Jesus is coming back. And it's not too far away, which means we win. Trust Jesus today because he is coming back like he said. So you want to trust the winning side. Gray Eagle is out for now. I'll be back.